October 4th at Epic Studios, the Rowdy Farewell will see the world title on the line in a triple threat. Tonight, I'm interviewing all three participants. Firstly, Zach Knight.
You think you're special, you do. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it when you laugh at me, look down on me and walk.
Okay, the second interviewer tonight, the rowdy man himself, Ricky Knight. Okay, the final person tonight is the world champion, Roy the Zebra Kid Knight.
Yeah. So seductive. I take you to the can.
Okay, I'm here with all three of the knights. First question to you, Zach. You're in an unusual position because you've got over a decade of experience, but you're the least experienced in this match. Is this unusual for you?
I found myself in many situations where you can kind of put me as the underdog with, you know, the least experience, but you know what, Carl? I've not travelled the world and I've not got myself in this situation, you know, by being an underdog. I'm 6'3", I'm 17 stone, you know, regardless of my brother and my dad being there, I'm a threat. I'm a threat and I'm going in there to win that world title. So it's just a number, like your age.
Okay, thank you. Right, Rick, win or lose, you're going to retire on the 4th of October. This is your last chance at winning the world title. Is this a burden to you or a boost?
Realistically, Carl, I haven't got a chance, okay? I'm 60 years old, I'm against two lads here, fit, you know, aggressive, ready to go. But this is my swan song. This is a big hurrah. This is goodbye Rowdy Ricky Knight. You know, this is what the night is all about. You know, that's what I'm saying. I've struggled all these years to get WAW on the map, to get myself on the map. And let me tell you something, it could be a surprise on October the 4th, because the Rowdy man's ready to go. The Rowdy man's ready to be world champion for the first time and only time in my career. And what a great moment that would be, to be world champion and retire undefeated, Cole. Can't be better than that.
Okay, thank you. Right, Roy, at the last Epic show, what were your thoughts when Zach and Rick were both announced as the joint winners of the Rumble?
Surprised, definitely expect that outcome, but excited as well, because I've wrestled them both and I know they're both going to give me a tough fight, so that's something I really look forward to, because I like tough fights.
Okay, back to you, Zach. We all know that your dad and your brother have been your heroes for years. You've studied them. Have you spotted any weaknesses?
To be honest with you, Carl, you know, people say when they meet their heroes, they're disappointed. Well, you know, I've grown up with mine. You know, I've watched these guys all around the country, you know, winning fights, losing fights, drawing fights, turn into brawls, fights non-existent, you know, but to ask me if there's a weakness in any of their games, I can honestly sit here and say, no, this is going to be the toughest fight of my life. And, you know, I regret to say it's going to be against my brother and my dad, but no, I can't honestly say there's going to be a weakness in it. I've just got to give 100%. Okay. If not, I'm not even a contender. Okay,
thank you. Right, Rick, you've pretty much started off their career, you've trained them for years. Is that going to give you an advantage? Because you've taught them the moves. You'll know the counters that you've taught them.
Well, maybe in the early days when I was kids, maybe that would give me an advantage. But come on, Roy's been champion 2-3 times now. Zach's been right around the world. He's wrestled with the big companies. He's done a lot. So probably, yeah, they've caught up with me in experience. You know, even though I've been around a lot longer, Zach's been to places I haven't been. Roy's been multi-times champion I haven't been. So to me, that evens it out. You know what I'm saying? And if I went in there thinking I was going to have an easy fight, I haven't done my job as a dad or a trainer or a promoter. If I think I'm going to go in there on October the 4th, it's going to be an easy night, I'm a muppet. Because I've trained my boys to be the best. I'm proud of my boys. There's no animosity between me and my boys, but I want to go in there and I want to win the world title. It means a lot to me to retire as world heavyweight champion. And, you know, I know them boys are the same way, and we're going to kick 7 shades out of each other on the night. But let's tell you something, we're the nights after, we'll shake hands and may the best man win, and we'll buy the best man a drink, whoever the losers are, and that's how we operate.
Okay. Question to you, Roy. Being your dad's last match, is your game plan going to change any differently than if it hadn't been his last match?
No, mine ain't, no, because everyone's got egos, and I've got an ego, so I want to win. I go in there every day I wrestle, I want to win, so whether it's my dad's last match or not, afterwards I'll be sad, but Dad said to me, give me your best shot, and I promised him I will give him my best shot. I've trained hard for this, so I want to come out world champ, that's why I'm world champ. So.
Okay, right, question for all of you now. In the build-up, it seems to be quite friendly, but behind closed doors, come on, there must be some tension.
Who wants to go first?
Well, you say that, I mean, you know, obviously we're banned from the country, but we're still tagging around the country, so in some ways we're still travelling around the country to get around tagging and taking on all comers in other companies, so it's hard to have tension when you're still tagging, but there's still rivalry there. I still want to be world champion, that's the bottom line. I want to walk out that thing world champion, that's what I want to be. You know, I'm world champion for a reason, because, you know, I train hard. Like I said, I'm taking this fight as the hardest fight I've ever had, so at the end of the day, for me, I'm looking forward to the night, and like I said, hopefully I'll come out the champ again.
Well, back Roy, and that's the best shape I've ever seen Roy in his life. You know, since he's a kid, everywhere's the best shape he's ever been in. He's taking this match serious. Let's put it this way: we play ping pong each other. We want to win. Chess, Monopoly. We will do our best to win because that's how we are. We're fighting men. That's what it's all about. You fight to win. You understand what I mean? But you can also fight a man and lose and still have respect. And that's what we'll do at the end of it. The losers will have respect. But believe me, we're going to go in there. And I ain't going to think I'm hitting my sons. I'm going to be hitting the person who's standing in my way of winning the world title. That's what I'm going to look at it, you know. Afterwards, I might feel a bit sorry when he's got a black eye and he's got a broken nose or whatever. But if it happens, it happens. That's part of the game. We're wrestlers. That's what we do. This is what we want to do. This is our life. This is our ambition to be world champion. So nothing's going to stand in the way. And even though I love my sons, as I said on the night, they won't be my sons. They'll be my opponents.
To be honest with you, Carl, you know, we're all going to walk in that ring. As they both said, there's going to be respect when you walk in, there's going to be respect when you walk out. I think the only thing that can cause any sort of rivalry is the fact that there's a world title on the line. I've never held it, Dad's never held it, Roy's held it multiple times.
I've been greedy.
That's the only thing that, you know, can cause a conflict. But, as has been said, the best man's going to win on October the 4th. Whoever that is, you know, I'll quite happily lift them on my shoulders if I don't win.
But one thing guaranteed, this will be match of the year. Without you got to watch matches between me and Dad over the years. Me and Zach will be hard hit, and I promise you there'll be no holding back.
It's my last match, Cole. Last match, okay, and it's going to be a sad night for me, even though it's going to be a great night because I believe I can win it. It's going to be a sad night, but I'm going to leave everything in there. For that last one time, everyone's going to see the real rowdy man. Over the last couple of years, I've had to slow the act down. I've had to, you know, change my style. I've had to, you know, just to keep surviving in this business, just to keep operating at my age. But on that night, I'm going to leave nothing left in that ring. I'm going to walk out that ring and retire forever. And everyone's going to say, Rowdy went out in style. Even if I do lose, I'm going to give it 100 million trillion % to give my boys the best match we have and to give all them fans out there who are paying good money to see us. I want them to walk away and be going, wow, that's one of the best matches we've ever seen, whoever wins.
And they will.
And believe me, they will see a match.
Okay, thank you for all your time. Just before we finish, have you got any last messages for your fans before the 4th of October at Epic in Studios?
Well, I just like to say, you know, the way things are looking, they're turning out their droves, ticket sales are really for the best advance we've ever had for a show. So I want to thank every fan. But I mean, you know, I've seen the ticket sales coming in. We've got fans coming from France, Italy, Germany, you know what I mean, Ireland, Norway. So we know this is, you know, captured people's life. This is captured people's imagination. They want to see it. Of course, they want to see me retire. But I also believe they want to see this match. They want to see the last hurrah between the three night boys to see who is the best. So I just want to thank each and every one of you guys out there. And the tickets are still on sale, guys. Don't miss out. This is going to be one of the best shows WAW have ever put on, believe me.
The only thing I really want to say is, if you haven't booked your tickets, ask yourself why. Because this is a match you're not gonna want to miss. It's gonna give you everything that you expect in a match. So if you haven't booked your tickets, book them. And if you have, you've got a lot of sense. Because this isn't gonna be the match of the year. It's gonna be the match of the decade.
And I'll just say one more thing, that people who can't make it there, we're going out IPVP, okay? And if you go to our website, www.wawuk.co.uk, you can take a link to get to the iPay-per-view, and it's an advanced price. You get an early bird price of $7.50. So if you can't get to the show, get on it. Don't miss nothing, guys. You sit at home, you comfort, for food, beers, and watch us kick the hell out of each other. It's going to be a great night, I promise.
Okay, thank you all once again, and now we're going to cut to the rest of our roster and see who they think is going to win on October the 4th.
You want to know who I think is going to win the three-way world title match with the Knights, yeah? Well, I've been in the ring with all three of them. I don't like none of them. I think it's going to be quite funny watching them kick the hell out of each other. But if you really want to know who I think is going to win, if I had to put it down to someone, I guess Ricky Knight's not going to go down laying on his back. Ricky Knight's going to take it, and I think that's what's going to happen, if I'm honest.
October the 4th, Rowdy Farewell, triple threat cage match. Who do we think's going to win? It's an obvious answer if you ask me. I think you're going to agree with me. It's Ricky Knight.
What?
It's Ricky Knight.
Nah, mate. He's getting old.
Yeah?
We haven't seen the potential or the best of Zack Knight yet. What do you think? Why are you thinking Ricky Knight?
Because when the old wolf is on his last legs, he's at his most dangerous.
I don't know. I think you're delusional. I think that gold is going to inspire something deep inside, and you're going to see Zack rise.
Yeah, but Zack's got a long career ahead of him. This is Rick's last chance. He's going to put everything on the line when Zack has to hold back. He's got years to think about. He needs his body to be in prime condition. Rick?
And you're forgetting something.
What?
Roy's in there too.
No one's forgetting about Roy. We've been in with the hooligans. We know how hard they hit. We know how much of a punishment they can take as well. And we've also been in with Rick. And that's why I'm saying Ricky Knight for world champion on October the 4th.
We're going to have to agree to disagree.
Well, what can I say? You've got the whole Knight family in a ring at the same time. I've known them for a lot of years, and this is just not easy. I don't know how this is going to go. It could go either way. You know, you've got Rowdy Ricky Knight, loads of experience. One tough man. He's fought the best of them. And then you got Zebra Kid, Roy. He's worth his weight in gold. He's proven. He's a champion. He's there. And then you got Zack, and you cannot underestimate that boy. He's got a lot of power. He's 6'3". He's no slouch. And you're asking, asking me who's going to win? I don't know. It's one of those things that I couldn't even give you the answer. Rowdy Man's going to win it. He's going to have him. At the end of the day, he's a legend. He's there. He's been there. He's done it. He's read the book, got the T-shirt. Rowdy Man's going to take him. That's the one for me.
Roy Knight, because I've seen what carnage he caused in the Midas stable.
What do you think you are disturbing me? Do I look like I really care about the Knights beating the crap out of each other? You really want to know? To be honest with you, I'll go with the young one, Zack Knight, because he's the one who's got something to prove. Now get that camera out of my face.
All the Knights against each other in a three-way? It's going to be a mess, whatever. I've wrestled all of them. I'm going with Ricky Knight. There's nothing more dangerous than an injured animal. It's his last chance. I reckon he's going to take it.
Three-way, hardcore cage match. Epic Studios. Zack Knight, Roy Knight, and Ricky Knight. And my pick is Ricky Knight. Because at the end, it's always experience. That makes the difference.
Well, my pick is definitely going to be Zack Knight. He's got the body. He's got so much passion for it. He's never had it. He's young. So in my opinion, Zack Knight's going to win it all the way.
Wow. Three-way. All the Knights against each other. That alone has got epic written all over it. No pun intended, but Roy's not a multiple-time champion for any other reason apart from the fact that he's obviously good enough to have it. All them three together, I wouldn't want to put money on it, but if I had to, it's got to be Roy Knight for me.
I've got to go with the defending champion, Roy Knight. He's the best wrestler in the country, and I can't see him losing, especially in a hardcore cage match.
For me, Epic Encounters is going to go down to one man, and that's Ricky Knight. Reasons why? You don't want to come across one man, especially in a fight in that environment when they've got nothing to lose.
Who do I think is going to win? It's going to be a tough one, because that's really, really good. But if it came down to that, I think it would have to be Roy the Zebra Kid Bevis. He's not world champ for nothing.
Well, everybody knows who I am, hot stuff, baby, and I've been in this business for a long time. I've watched the Zebra Kid grow, and I've watched Zach grow, but let me tell you this, the big man, Rowdy Ricky Knight, he taught me everything I know, so my heart's gotta stay with the man who is the man, Rowdy Ricky Knight, all the way. Be careful, boys, Daddy's coming after you.
I've been in the ring with all three of them, Zebra Kid, Ricky, and Zach. My pick is Zach Knight. The kid's the future, the kid will be the business one day. Ricky's got nothing to lose, Zach's gonna get it though.
Well, my pick for Epic has got to be the man who trained me to win this belt. My pick is the rowdy man, Ricky Knight. What do you reckon?
I reckon you're right. Yeah. It's got to be Ricky Knight. No other man can actually win that other than the rowdy man himself. And that's all I've got to say.
Okay, three of them. Three of the family. Rick, Zach and Roy. I can't pick one between them. It's just going to be a brawl. You know, if I really had to pick one, it would be Zach. Definitely.
Main event Epic Encounters, there's only one man to win a hardcore match like this, and that is the rowdy man, Ricky Knight.
For the main event at Epic Encounter 6, A Rowdy Farewell, I picked the hardest man in pro wrestling to win, Roy Knight.
Hi, this is Crystal Kern. The person who I think is going to win, it's got to be the youngest, it's got to be the fittest. You know it's going to be Zach.
Who do I think is going to win the match? Well, it's obviously got to be one person. The person who trains me, the person who's going to make me the best of the best. That's obviously the one and the only Mr. Highlight.
So who do I think is going to win? Well, I don't really care to be honest, but if I have to predict, I think it's going to be the one person that was once on the same page as me. It's the Zebra Kid, so I think it's going to win.
Who do I think is going to win? Obviously it's got to be Roy. You saw the way he won it, he can do anything to keep that title.
My predictions of Epic is going to be that Zach Knight is going to win the hardcore steel cage match. I think he's up and coming. He's better than his brother by a long shot. I don't think his dad is going to have the stamina to keep going for as long as they're going to be in there. So all the best to Zach Knight.
Right. Our prediction, yeah? Epic. On three. 3, 2, 1.
Zach.
No. One more time. Alright. 1, 2, 3, Zach. Right. It's not working, is it? Right. Our prediction, one of the Knight family will definitely win.
Who do I think is going to win? Well, I just had the question. Why are you asking me? Oh God. I don't know. Knight will win. I guarantee it.
Who do I think will win this match? I won't be watching it. There's no way I can choose and there's no way I can watch it. So I won't be there at ringside because I'm not going to watch my husband and my 2 sons massacre each other. That's something for you lot to decide. I won't be part of it.